Today's video is Chapter 7, Lesson 3B and 3C. In 3B, we're going to talk about integers and absolute value. And in 3C, we're going to do more coordinate plane stuff. So we've already done coordinate plane, but we're going to do some more. And what have I drawn here? I have drawn a number line. I started at 10. I went 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, wait. Is there more? 1. Is there more? Yes, there are negatives. Number lines go forever in both directions. So I drew this number line to go all the way to -9. It could obviously go further, but notice that -1 is the closest to 0. +1 is here, -1 is over here. Then you keep counting. -9 is smaller than -8. -8 is smaller than -7, but as I go up this direction, I'm getting bigger, bigger, bigger. If I go down the number line, I'm getting smaller, smaller, smaller. Most of the time, we've been doing number lines that only have these numbers, but guess what? We're doing all of them. Let's talk about a vocabulary word. If I start at 0 and I say 0 to 10 and forever in this direction, those guys are called whole numbers. But everything that I've got listed on this number line, so everything in both directions, to infinity and beyond, these guys are now called integers. So an integer could be +8. An integer could be -4. An integer could be 0. An integer could be 2. An integer is 8. Integers just mean we've got positive and we have negative whole numbers. Positive or negative whole numbers. Integer does not refer to a negative decimal. That's going to have a different vocabulary word called rational. But integers are positive and negative whole numbers. These are integers. So when I start using this vocabulary word, now you're going to know what I mean. You're going to have book directions that say graph each set of integers on a number line. They're going to put the set inside of brackets, and they're going to separate them with commas. So 6, comma, -2, comma, 4, comma, -9. Okay, they might give you 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers in the set. So this is called the set, and they want us to graph them on a number line. So looking at this set, I'm going to have to go to +6, and I'm going to have to go as low as -9. That's kind of how you're going to decide how big the number line should be. Depends on the set of numbers you got. So I know I'm going to need a -9, -8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know I'm going to need a 6. It is fine if you do not number every single one of these. Maybe we number where 0 is. So I'm just going to put those numbers down, but you could have every number if you wanted to. It just gets a little crowded sometimes. So now we need to put dots. So I'm going to put a dot at 6. This looks just like when we're doing our open dot, close dot stuff. I'm going to put a dot at -2. I'm going to put a dot at +4. And I'm going to put a dot at -9. Done. That's it. Graph each set really just means put some dots. Put some dots. Put some dots on the line. Call it a day. Our next vocabulary word is absolute value. Absolute value is asking you, what it means is how far is a dot from 0? How far is it from 0? So for example, if I had this dot, how far away is 0 from 3? 3 units, 3 hops. How what it looks like is 3 inside of bars with an answer of 3. These bars are saying absolute value. They're not parentheses, they're not curved. They're straight up and down. They're just a little bit taller than the number, but not that much. Absolute value, so it's asking you how far is this number from 3. Let's do another one. What's the absolute value of -4? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's negative 4. How far is that from 0? It's 4 hops away. You cannot have a negative distance. So I should have put distance up here. That would have been distance. Oh, so I'm going to strike that out and write distance. Distance from 0. They want to know the distance from 0. And you can't have negative distance. You can't walk negative 2 feet to school. You can't run negative 5 miles. Distance can't be negative. So if it starts off negative, really, what are we doing? We're just making it positive. If it starts off positive, we're keeping it positive. It's the same number, just positive. This dot is 3 from 0. This dot is 4 from 0. Always positive. Always, always, always. So how far is it from 0? The distance from 0. And it can't be negative, so we drop, if it happens to have a negative sign, we drop the negative. All right, let's talk about the second lesson of the day. This is our coordinate plane, and we talked about the numbers to the right are positive, the numbers up are positive. And we had homework, and it was only in this quadrant. They didn't give us numbers in any other quadrant, but today they will give us homework in all of them. So remember, this was quadrant number 1, Roman numeral 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Remember that this was the x-axis and this was the y-axis. This was the origin, right in the middle. So, since all of them are fair game, let me draw a dot, and you tell me what the location of that dot is. So I'm going to draw my dot right there. So, remember we start at the origin. We always go sideways, and then we go up and down. So my first number is going to be negative 1. I'm going left 1, going 1 in the negative direction. And now I've got to go up to 4, and 4 is positive. So the location of that dot is negative 1, 4. Let's do another one. Let's do this green guy. What is his ordered pair? His ordered pair is negative 7, because I travel 7 on the sideways, then negative 2 because I went 2 boxes down. You always travel sideways, then up or down. Let's do one more. This pink number is going to be right here. What is the ordered pair of that pink guy? Did you say 7, negative 2? We're going 7 in the positive direction, down 2 in the negative direction. All right, you're going to have one question and one question only in this video. My question is, give me a new vocabulary word you heard today, or fairly new, and tell me the meaning of it. A new vocabulary word, and what does it mean?